guys? This is Theodore Helvevere, aka Big Teddy, back with you. Bless up, family. So, today, what we're going to get into, right? We're going to talk about double H. And these are the two most important H's you will ever experience in your life, other than me and the HOH Collective. But before we jump into that, I just want to thank you guys for coming back and listening as always. I appreciate the time. I appreciate the attention. I appreciate you being here with me in an effort to be better and do more. If you haven't done it already, More Than Just Surviving Life is out now. It's on Amazon.com. It's for sale in paperback and ebook format. And if you email us at the hohcollective@gmail.com, you can pay us via PayPal for a PDF copy of the book. And what's so dope about the PDF copy is once you get the PDF copy, it's yours. You can send it to as many people as you want, share it with as many people as you want for free. So we encourage you to do any of those options, right? Definitely appreciate the time, the energy, attention again. So now jumping into it, what we're going to talk about in today's episode is the double H principle, right? And again, these are the two most important H's that you will ever learn about or have in your life. You have to be humble and be hungry. You have to be humble and be hungry. You know, when it matters, when it's important, we repeat it. We're going to toss it out, trace. We're going to triple. Be humble, be hungry, okay? Now, a lot of people think that they're hungry, and a lot of people don't even try to be humble. So let's talk about the importance of these concepts and these principles. This is dope because there's a symbiosis between these two H's. They feed off of each other. They build each other up, and they make each other better. How do they do that, right? I say this as a very prideful man on a lot of levels, right? But my pride never gets in the way of my learning, my being better, or my growing further, right? So how does pride hurt you when it comes to those things? It is very hard for many people as an adult to say, I don't know. I don't understand. Can you help me? How does this work? My pride never stops me when it comes to those things because my pride never gets in the way of my hunger. And the only way to be hungry properly is to be humble about it. You don't know everything. I don't know everything. Something we should always be doing and never stop doing is learning. There will never be a point or a day or a time in your life where you have learned everything that there is to know about anything. Even when you become an expert on a subject or field, life is always changing. Life is always growing. Your field is always changing. New innovations are happening all the time, every day. It doesn't matter if we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, parenting. It doesn't matter if we're talking about education, if we're talking about accounting, if we're talking about engineering. There's always new, better ways to do something. Being hungry is about always improving. It's about always striving to do and be and grow into more than you started as. You have never reached a point in any field where you plateau. And again, like I say all the time, if you feel as you have, if you think you have, you're doing it wrong. That simple. It's that simple. You can learn something new from anyone on any subject. And what prevents that is arrogance, it's pride, it's fear, okay? It's from thinking people are going to feel like they're better than you. I don't care what field I'm in or what job I'm doing. You know how I get to the top? No, I don't know how to do that. Can you show me how to do that? Well, I can't wait for somebody else to do this for me because everybody else is busy. So if you can show me this once, then I can do it for myself and I can probably show other people. Can you teach me that? No, how does this work? I've never heard about that before. You cannot let your pride or your fear get in the way of your growth. And this is what happens all the time. We shoot ourselves in the foot because we know so much. And we don't want anybody to tell us anything. This is a concept that we have learned from older generations that needs to die with older generations. No matter how much smarter I think I am than someone, there's plenty of things that I don't know that everyone and anyone can teach me because it may not be a topic that I've ever branched in before. It may not be something that I've had access to. When I went to Tonga, right? And I love Tonga. I love Tonga with all my heart and soul. The only thing I hate about the island is the internet. Son, 65 ba Unga, which is the Tongan dollar, for 5 megabytes. But I digress. We're going to jump back off there, right? The ingenuity that comes out of having less and having to do more with it, right? It was nighttime and we're getting ready for a wedding the next day, son. And so we need a spotlight to cover everything that we're doing at night. My G, they took the headlight from a car and it took the wires from a regular extension cord, broke them down out the back, and then plugged them into the back of the car light. And we had a fucking spotlight for the rest of the night to do everything we needed to do to cook the pig and the taro and all of that wild shit. So I don't care how much money you have, how dope your education is. Yo, necessity is the mother of invention, okay? So it doesn't matter what your station is in life, is what I'm saying to you, or where you come from, you can learn from anyone about anything. Double H, be humble, be hungry. There are going to be connotations on you, on us, because the way we talk, because the way we speak, even without those things, what people see and assume about us when they look at us. When people hear me speak, they assume that I'm stuck up. They assume that I'm prideful. They assume, bruh, I am one of the most welcoming, friendly, cohabitable people that you will ever meet. You know why? Because I want people to feel comfortable around me. I want them to feel safe with me. Because when you give people that, when you communicate them in a respectful manner, they will treat you the same 9 times out of 10. And anybody that doesn't, you don't need to be dealing with. And you can learn from people when they feel comfortable with you. They feel better sharing with you. Never stop learning. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to ask for help. I am killing the game right now in my fields, and it's beautiful. But you know what I still do on a regular basis? I still listen to my mentor speak all the time. And that's something else we're going to talk on. The importance of having a mentor. I listen to Gary Vee all the time. I listen to Eric Thomas. I listen to Tony Robbins. I just got Tony Robbins' new book on the market. You know what I mean? I've even branched into new people that I don't even rock with. And I'm learning about their views to see what's right for me and what's not. Like Ty Lopez. I dig what he's about in terms of gaining wealth through knowledge. Knowledge is freedom. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is another key to success. You can never allow yourself to stop being hungry, to stop learning, to stop growing. If you learn, okay, I'm being sincere and real with you right now. If you learn to truly hunger for things, and that's only part of the equation, but also to depend on yourself to acquire them, because you can hunger for something and expect other people to do it to you and do it for you and give it to you and be dissatisfied when it doesn't happen. It's the wait and see mentality that we condemn so much. I really want this. Why isn't anybody making this easier for me to get this? Why isn't anybody giving this to me? Why isn't anybody doing this for me? Wrong. Dead that shit. Kick that out the door, okay? If you're not screaming free Pimp C, what is you saying? That mindset has no place here. This is about mastering yourself. This is about the power of self-actualization, self-realization, to accomplish, to achieve. You have to take yourself out of your way. Spin that back. Say it again. You have to take yourself out of your way. There is no situation in the world where put your pride or your ego before your needs works out well. Doesn't happen. There are choices that you can make as an individual for the sake of your pride, which are dope, that you can't do when you're a family, that you can't do when you're a leader, that you can't do when there's more than just one person. And again, I say that as a prideful man. My pride has helped me. It has driven me. It has made me stronger. It has made me more resilient. It has made me achieve and accomplish more. But I also know when it needs to take a back seat. My pride has made me hustle super hard because I don't believe in giving people power over me. My pride has made me hustle super hard because I don't believe at allowing myself to be at the mercy of others. I will do anything for anyone. I'll give people a shirt off my back, literally. I'll give you the dough in my pocket. It doesn't matter to me. We're trying to do better. We're trying to build better. We're trying to be better. We're trying to make the world a better place. But I very rarely trust in people to treat me or do me right or treat me safely when they do have that power in my life. And so that's where pride is taking the forefront. But even in that instance, how do I work that? So I surround myself with people that share that love and share that energy and that sense of giving. People who willingly do for me the way I do for them and don't expect anything back. So this way, I fed my humbleness, I fed my hunger, and I fed my pride all at the same time because I haven't made myself unsafe or vulnerable to people that would use me poorly or take advantage of my need or my moments of weakness, but I also have a reliable network in play of people that I can really trust in and really believe in, who when I have a need, I don't have to say, I don't know if I'm going to get this. I don't know if this person is going to do right by me. Yo, my sister is my go-to, and it doesn't matter what the subject is. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it is. It doesn't matter what it's about. If it's something I feel I need, she doesn't need an explanation. Can you do this for me? I can't get this right now because of this reason or this situation. Would you mind getting this for me? Yeah. I ask humbly and kindly with love every time. And her response is always, why did you even ask? Just do it. And I'm never going to stop asking humbly with kindness and love because that's how you build and strengthen bonds, by letting people know that you appreciate everything that they do for you, because this is a part of those double H's. Along with being humble and being hungry comes the gratefulness. You always have to be willing and able and doing, letting people know how much you appreciate the effort that they make and put into your life, into you, into the things that they do for you and share with you. Okay? One of the things that I talk about that's so beautiful that I love and appreciate with my family is even when they disagree with me, even when they don't understand me, they still support me. Do you understand? And if you don't, I'm going to explain for you. There is nothing more empowering, more nourishing, more beautiful than having someone in your life that has the level of loyalty where they know you so well that they can hear in your voice your pain, your need, your want, or your desire, and they are committed to being there for you. And the reason why doesn't matter. All that matters is that the loyalty in the bond to you is so strong that if you have a need and you ask, the response is yes. You know what I mean? The only way you get there is by giving that. The only way you get there is by sharing that. And it feels like we've gone off topic or we've gone on a tangent, but we haven't. All of this ties together. Being humble, when mixed with being hungry, allows you to build quality bonds with real quality people for the right reasons. Okay? If you're always doing and always giving to the right people for the right reasons, then when you have a need, the same people will never make you feel ashamed for that need. They will be there for you. They will love you. They will support you because that's what you give to them. That's what you do for them. Now, whenever we have these conversations and we talk about the difference between the right and the wrong people are the same in this instance, whether you choose to be one of them or you're interacting with one of them. One of the worst people who are always the wrong people are ungrateful people. One of my favorite lines in a Young Jeezy song ever, okay, is from Church in the Streets, Scared of the Dark, one of my favorite tracks. You the definition with your ungrateful. He said, I hate an ungrateful nigga. You the definition with your ungrateful ass. Yo, there is nothing worse in the world than bending over backwards for someone and doing anything and everything you can for them and they don't appreciate it and it's not enough. Okay, Chris Rock has a marriage joke about it, but I hope you never experienced this in a relationship. And it's funny in his context, but he talks about how there's nothing in the world you can do that will make your woman happy. He was like, you could have a diamond dick, like that tasted like chocolate and ejaculated money, and she would still look at the cut of your dick and be like, this isn't Cartier, this isn't Tiffany's, is this a cubic zirconia? Like, yo, it's super funny in the context that he talks about it, because he says the reason your woman's never happy is because you weren't her first choice. Priceless. Dumb funny. But anyway, going back, but we've all had experiences with people that we've bent over backwards for and done for and given our all to, and it wasn't appreciated. And in some instances, we may have even been those people. One of the number one words that I use is thank you. There are people that say please and sorry for everything. Thank you. I don't care what you've done for me, what you're doing for me. You could be chopping a carrot, okay? You could be getting me a sandwich. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sincerely. Because I need the people in my life that matter to me to know how much I appreciate their dependability, their reliability. And all of this is a part of staying humble. And you know why? Because it's like Jay-Z said on Encore. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me. You have to understand that no one is obligated to be in your life for any reason, just like you're not obligated to anyone else's life for any reason. So if you have people or a situation that are positive and enriching and nourishing to your health and your life and your growth, how could you be anything other than grateful for them? And this is not to say that bad days don't still happen. This is not to say that bad things don't still happen. Life happens. Good and bad comes in every situation. But the more time you spend being grateful for your blessings, for your strengths, for the things around you that impact you positively and in a really good and quality way, the easier it is to not be so heavily affected by the bad. I put a lot of stock in being humble, and this is why we've talked so much about it. Being hungry is just as important, but you gotta be hungry the right way, because you can be hungry and undercut people. You can be hungry and do people wrong and build bad relationships and step on anybody to get where you need to be, but it doesn't last. Because what do I tell you guys all the time? No one is an island. It's not about separating yourself from everyone. It's not about giving up everyone. It's about surrounding yourself with the right people. It's about putting the right people in your life and becoming the right person to attract those people. The two most important H's you will ever experience, other than me, be humble, be hungry. You feel me? Be humble, be hungry. And that's our words of wisdom for Friday. I thank you for coming back and talking to me and being here with me and sharing and spending your quality time with me. Don't forget, we're gonna get it. We're gonna do better. We're gonna be more. We're gonna get it together. And we're gonna keep taking this journey together every week. If you haven't copped it, jump on Amazon, copy your copy of the book, email us for a PDF. Bless up, family.